Best teams in the West clash on Christmas Day. Take your pick, starting with Dave Rubin. Warriors versus Clippers and Thunder versus Spurs. Who's winning those two games?
Well, I'm very high on the Warriors right now. Everybody's high on the Warriors. They did have the, I think it was 16 games. They had that snap, came back with a win. I feel good about them. There's something about the Clippers that I still don't love, and I'm watching a lot of Clipper basketball here in LA. It's sort of there, but not quite there. And as for the other game, look, we've done two of these already. I'm still high on San Antonio. It never matters when they lose, and they always win big games. It's just as simple as that.
So I believe this is a rematch. First of all, it's amazing how long the NBA has been doing Christmas Day games. And now they act like it's a tradition. But it's not a real tradition. This is not a tradition. People don't gather around the fire and think, oh, great, look, Kings Nuggets. Okay, so that's not a thing. Clippers at home, 117-113 over the Warriors.
Oh, wow.
I like the over. And because there's some chance that the Spurs, I know I've just gone over, that the Spurs regulars won't play. You never know.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Thunder because they're playing so well now. 101-98. Thunder on the road.
God, couldn't you see Popovich just giving the big four, just being like, guys, it's Christmas.
It's Christmas, you're off.
I could see him giving literally the whole team off and then just asking like the local high school to come in.
Let me tell you a brief gambling story, and it relates to Popovich. So this last week, I had the Grizzlies plus 3.5 in San Antonio for that amazing, amazing game, as good a regular season game as you're going to see. During the fourth quarter, it seemed like this was a third round Western Conference Final Series. And, Mark Gasol banking in
That's
a three
crazy
at the
shit.
buzzer. Insane, right? So I had them, which killed me, it seemed, because I had them plus 3.5, and I'm like, they inbounded Gasol. I'm like, great, just miss. I win. I'm a genius, right? But what was remarkable was the Grizzlies led that game 44-21 at one point in the second quarter in a game with no Leonard and no Parker.
Yeah.
And you figure if you're Popovich, you just say, okay, we lost this one. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to, but they didn't. They hung in there. They have, we talk too much about winning because winning is difficult and everybody tries to win and there aren't people who try significantly harder. But there's some magic they've created there and some belief that they have in that system and in each other, and I suppose in Popovich. And the fact that they came back to lead that game and forced Gasol to bank in a three-pointer, somehow I still won that bet.
No,
in triple overtime, I still won it. But that was an unreal game.
Yeah, well, A, I'm glad you won the bet.
Thank you.
But B, you're totally right. I watched the game, which was maybe 4 or 5 games ago, against the Lakers that went to overtime, and obviously the Lakers suck. So be it. But San Antonio, it's like they just put in pieces. These guys, you could tell a lot of them haven't even played that much together. And they just get everything's right. Like, they lost that game, but there was no sense like, we lost the game. Like, it was just like, we're just moving the chessboard around a little bit more to prepare for what really matters.
I know we got to go, but they have changed the way teams in the NBA construct their rosters because they have made teams realize the incredible value of continuity. And there are now fewer trades in the NBA just to make a trade. Everybody values that consistency and continuity matter a lot in this league, and they owe it to the Spurs.
And also having a slightly overweight Frenchman can be quite helpful.